Hello again. Let's take a quick tour of our next assignment, the annotated bibliography. So here we are in English 121 in D2L. We're going to go to the content link in the black navigation bar at the top of your screen, and then we'll click on assignment guidelines. From assignment guidelines, you want to scroll down until you find the annotated bibliography guidelines. And from there, let's take a look at some of the things we need to know about this assignment. So purpose and structure, why create an annotated bibliography, the logistics, and an example. So that's kind of an overview of what we need to look at. So we're going to create an annotated bibliography for the sources that you're planning on using in your argumentative essay. So you will need to find 2 to 3 front-range library database articles and 1 to 2 credible websites or articles on websites that really reflect the breadth and depth of the conversation that is happening about your topic, about your research question that you have been exploring and investigating. So these should represent your perspective on the issue, your opposition's perspective, any other voices that come into play, and then also some neutral, informative perspectives that happen within the context of the conversation of your argument. They can definitely be the sources that you've already explored in your blog, or they could be entirely new sources. So the structure for this is really specific. An annotated bibliography is a very particular kind of assignment, and you start with creating an MLA works cited entry for these sources. So let's look at the example here. So an MLA works cited entry looks something like this, depending on the source that you have. And then immediately following that MLA works cited entry, you're going to really briefly summarize that source. After you've really briefly summarized that source, you're going to provide an extra brief explanation of how this source connects to your debate that you are having and how you are going to use it in your upcoming argumentative essay. Once you've created that, you list them alphabetically in your annotated bibliography. And this is important right here. There should only be 3 to 5 sentences total for each source entry. So why do we do this? It helps us think critically and thoughtfully about how all these different voices work together in the conversation that we are having or moderating in our argumentative essay. It also helps you keep things organized. So the logistics, again, just to review, 2 to 3 front-range library database articles and 1 or 2 credible website sources. So 3 to 5 sentences per entry, very short. You should title it something that is probably the title you would use for your argumentative essay. Some more logistics here. You need to format it using MLA formatting that is described in the video in our helpful resources section. And of course, all the usual stuff about editing and awareness of sentence structure, clarity, etc. So there's an example right down here, but I'm going to create another video that gives you a tour of a student example of a full annotated bibliography.